What I love about this game.
Part 1.
It makes you doubt everybody, and it's just like...
Verdant rain moon.
But it doesn't.
Tower of black winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
The sun looks constipated. That sun just does not. He looks. I don't know. That's interesting. This didn't happy at all. Oh, that's what MT stands for. Might. I knew it stands for something. I didn't know it meant might.
I have a new mission for you, Professor.
Does it involve killing people? Because I'm kind of over it.
I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They're students.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
You disown kids because they don't have a freaking crest?
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church.
Jeez.
So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
Can you say that again, Sedith? Just can you say it again? I just need you to hear it. Just one more time, please.
So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear.
Except it corrupting me.
However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you.
Hey, Teach. I gotta say, I never would have guessed you were a descendant of the King of Liberation.
That's bold of you to assume.
You didn't forget, did you? That story I told you about a relic that could cut a mountain in half? That relic was the Sword of the Creator, the very same used by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. Don't be coy, Teach. The Sword of the Creator could only be wielded by Nemesis. If you can use it too, that can only mean you have that bloodline's crest.
Stop. Shut up. Shut up. He's figuring things out.
Keep your secrets. But just so you know, I don't understand isn't gonna cut it here at the monastery. Speaking of, Professor Hanneman has been looking for you.
Yeah, I've heard.
He probably wants to examine your crest with those crazy instruments of his. Actually, sounds amusing. Maybe I'll tag along.
If it isn't my little Claude, what has you so worked up?
Judith? What are you doing here?
That's Lady Judith to you, boy. I told you, until you're in charge, I expect you to address me with all due respect. Anyway, I'm here to retrieve you. Duke Regan's condition has taken a turn for the worse.
Are you saying the old man's on his deathbed?
No, it's not that bad. But in the state he's in, he won't be able to participate in the next roundtable conference. He wants you to go in his stead. I volunteered to play the messenger.
Wow, thanks for that. Oh, and Teach, this is Judith, also known as the hero of House Daphnel.
So you're Little Claude's teacher, are you? How much trouble has he been giving you?
100,000%. Plenty.
If her nickname didn't give it away, you should know that Judith, Lady Judith, is the leader of the famous House Daphnel of the Leicester Alliance. She used to be a big deal at the roundtable conferences, but it seems of late she's been reduced to a mere...
You had better shut that mouth before I put my boot in it, you tactless nuisance. Now come on, let's get going. Sorry, Professor, but I need to borrow the boy for a bit.
I suppose we'll have to finish our chat later. Sorry, Teach. But don't you worry, I'll be back in time for our next mission. All right, Judith, let's get going.
It's Lady... I suppose you are the active leader for the time being. Fair enough, boy. Fair enough.
Oh, no
Good of you
Claude.
to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered.
Oh, I thank you. It was plenty of push-ups and lots of OJ.
I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis.
There's such a thing? Temporary. I
However,
guess all
I
hypotheses
could not
are
be certain. The
temporary.
crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess.
Oh.
Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis.
Damn
A
it.
legendary
Everyone's
power,
figuring me out.
dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
You, boy, are the one. He's pretty much just saying it. And then I'm just there with a fucking plain-ass face, just... Uh-huh, cool. Whose birthday? Birthday is it? Manuela? If I gave her flower, yeah.
Thank you.
This can't be a coincidence.
Oh, settle down and stop with the knocking. I'll be there in 2 shakes.
I'd like a word.
Oh, dear. Professor? Is that you? Just a moment.
Oh, what should I do? I can't open the door in this state.
What state?
Manuela,
What are you doing?
Simply must quit oversleeping.
Okay, cool. I thought you were doing something else.
Where are my clothes? I can't even find my... Where in blazes is my underwear? Oh, What is my dressing robe belt caught on? I can't tie this properly. It's not even covering... Oh, Manuela.
This will have to do.
Look at his face! Oh, shit.
I'm fine. Just hold on a moment.
God. I'm not gonna look.
Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Is
So,
everything in
What
check?
do you want?
He looks like you. Thanks, Dot. Thank you, Dot.
Excuse me?
He has
You had a
green
reason
hair.
for coming here, I assume. I've put a lot of time and effort into making it possible to talk with you, you know. Now, you've done nothing wrong. Let's just say I'm not having a good day. Actually, I didn't have a good night. Never mind. What did you want, anyway? You heard from him? The fellow from last night? Huh. What did he have to say? Yeah, figures. Kind of saw it coming, actually.
How do you have
That's why I
bad
came
chances
back
with?
to my room and went to bed to get over it.
She has horrible luck with men for some reason. I have no idea.
Thank you for checking in on me. Was that all you wanted? Well then, good night.
Oh my god, she's horrible with guys. I don't know how. She has everything. Oh, I got some supports. Marianne and Leonie. Let's check it out.
Being kicked must have hurt, didn't it, Dorothea? Do they think you won't gallop unless you're in pain? It must be difficult letting those brutes ride you.
Hey, Marianne. What are you up to?
Nothing.
Really? I was sure I heard you talking to someone.
Yeah.
By the way, are you free right now?
Is there something you need?
I was about to go buy towels and soap, but the girls saddled me with all these specific requests. They want it all to look cute or to smell a certain way, but all that's just nonsense to me. I've always made my own towels out of old scraps and soap from used cooking oil. I've never given it much thought beyond that.
Oh.
But I've noticed you've got some really nice things. So you have an eye for that stuff, right?
Oh, that's what she wants to ask her for help.
Obviously, I give you all the credit, and I'm sure everyone would be really grateful
Yeah.
for your help.
Okay.
No. I don't deserve that kind of praise.
Really?
God, she's so
I don't
depressing.
think that's true. Come on.
I'm not depressing,
you'll be doing
negative.
Me a big favor.
Negative is the
My
word.
adoptive father tells me I shouldn't stray too far from the monastery.
That's nonsense. You've got to get some fresh air now and again.
That's
I
right,
should
Leonie. Tell her.
say. Besides, I wouldn't be much help. I don't think anyone would like whatever I pick out anyway. It would all go to waste. And I'm sure that having me around would just cause you misfortune, Leonie.
Are you serious?
I should stay here by myself.
Oh my god, you poor thing.
Now, hold on just a second. You'll cause me misfortune? What kind of backwards talk is that? If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight. I'm sorry for the unwelcome invitation. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake again.
Damn.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
Shh. I didn't ask for you to be in my head the whole time. Ah, I love this running. So apparently I'm a descendant of one of these kings in the past. That was a pretty cool cutscene though.
I'm not secretly eating cake.
I can sense it.
okay. What's Bernie doing right now? Oh, fine. You got me. Keep it a secret, alright? Hi. Sorry, I'm trying, but you're still kind of a stranger.
Damn it. You can't recruit her.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you were so outgoing with all of the students.
Gee, that's a weird thing to wonder about.
I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I'm certain my brother would disapprove. Might you help me with a favor? I wonder who this belongs to.
Giving those lost items to the appropriate people will increase support, I believe. I should get on that.
I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But
Yeah.
since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder?
Maybe not.
What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me.
All I'm saying is things happen.
Oh, you found it! Thank you so much.
Oh.
Is it true that Lady Rhea entrusted the Sword of the Creator to you? I can hardly even fathom you being capable of wielding something of such power. Just who are you anyway?
I am a ghost.
Professor, if you're heading to the kingdom, I would recommend taking a coat. It's chilly, even at this time
Oh,
of
that's
year.
right. The next mission's in
It
the
also rains a fair
Northern
bit.
Kingdom.
Don't get caught out there without protection, or you're sure to catch a cold.
Aren't you nice? Let me throw. Nobody's here.
So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it.
Dorothy, that's not how you speak to the... Dorothy, that's not how you speak to your professor.
I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
It's a lot of work being mysterious.
I'm sorry, but that's not mine. I'm sorry, but that's
Smiled by a mix of variety of tea leaves.
sorry.
No, she didn't. No.
I do find you very interesting, Professor. I'm just not sure if it's enough to change classes. Let me think about it a bit more.
Charm and authority. She looks for charm and authority. Go figure.
You and your class were at that fight in the Holy Mausoleum, right? I sincerely hope the holy artifacts are unscathed. I admit I wish I could have been there to see it all, even if it does make me queasy. But I was there too early. I'd gone first thing in the morning. At noon, one of the monks chased me out, saying I'd been there too long. Who were they to decide when I've been somewhere too long?
Well, Leonhardt, you do tend to overstay your welcome. Not gonna lie.
Professor.
Let me in. That took a while.
Right. You guys have it bad in your own way. But believe me when I say we've got it bad too. And now we must set out for the Eastern Church, located in the far east of the Leicester Alliance. If I must die in Alliance territory, I wish it wasn't in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I'd much rather go on a sightseeing trip to Deirdre. Oh, you don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain. It's called the Aquatic Capital.
Hello.
Professor. Hey.
Dash is not happy. Oh man.
What?
Well. Professor.
Isn't it strange? Saint Seros's body was missing from her coffin, but they found a sword in its place. Do you think she moved from her coffin and left the sword behind?
Maybe? Except you can't recruit the other house leaders.
Professor,
but that wouldn't
please
make too
leave
much
Sylvain
sense.
alone for the time being. The thing is, the bandits' leader who stole the relic is Sylvain's disinherited older brother.
I have a request. Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities. No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
Well then. About time I get the respect I deserve around here.
It seems that our next mission is another bandit hunt. This time I've heard that their leader is the son of a noble family. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
I mean... I don't know.
Wow, this is all kinds of tasty.
I would be liking that greatly.
Oh, you know, I should have... It makes sense to have food with the same... All three people are all supportive of the same... All three share support. It would make sense to have a shared dinner with them. So Constance and Byleth? Now I want to find it. And if they all like the food, it's even better support. Not seeing her on there. This professor's eating a lot of food.
I have a lovely idea. How about I invite another friend next time so that the four of us can enjoy each other's company?
Of course! That sounds delightful and not the least bit likely to cause anxiety.
Oh, Constance, you're so perfect. That's like... That's such sarcastic, sarcastic humor. More food. No, there's nothing to cook.
No. My mistake. The next mission is to rout bandits in the kingdom, is it not? I find the idea unsettling. Though the bandits have captured a large prize, they are insignificant in and of themselves. The matter would be more appropriately dealt with by Margrave Gautier. I grant that I am most likely jumping at shadows, but I fear that if Fargus is weakened, the tipped scales will lead to widespread unrest.
She's so depressed when she's exposed by sunlight.
Oh, it's awful. Just awful what happened with the Rite of Rebirth. The infirmary.
Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again, and so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
I don't plan on having anyone die. It's not my thing.
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Lonato. Professor, the hero's relics are incredibly powerful. Please, be on your guard.
Mercedes. Her face looks familiar.
You don't say.
training until I can beat you. Hey, Professor. Here to cause some trouble? No? Well, whatever then.
Yes, I have never had goings to the kingdom's north. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the kingdom. Did you find joy in this?
I don't remember.
You cannot remember?
Yeah.
Is that having possibility? I have amazement. Training has given me great busyness right now. It is not a good time for the chatting, but you have given me intrigue. Please make sure you are speaking with me again.
Dexterity in writing.
Oh. I am Rodrigue Achille Fraudarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
Professor, I can't believe my own brother is the leader of the bandits. House Gautier is my true home, and his. Please, Professor. He really is one of the worst people I've ever known, but we share the same blood. We're still family.
It's tough.
Professor.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
Catherine, chill out.
Oh.
Oh, it's only you. Is there some reason you're here?
I'm a professor, so I have reason. I was just looking.
Your gaze was rather piercing for someone who was just looking.
Oh, I see now. You found yourself captivated by my charms. This sort of thing happens all the time to those of us blessed with such transcendent beauty. If you say so. You seem a trifle stuck on the point, if you ask me. Now then, you may call yourself my tutor if you wish, and I shall attend your classes. But none of this charade will make the idea of a mercenary teaching me any less absurd.
Ouch.
What was that look? Are you trying to convey that I'm a mere commoner like yourself? Well, you are correct. Think of me as a temporarily embarrassed noble. Even a gilded wyvern must take refuge in its cave occasionally, but in time, it will soar free once more. I shall fly, bold and beautiful, into the skies again. My nobility and all of House Nouvelle shall be restored. What insolence! You hadn't even heard what I was going to say next. When I restore the glory of my house, you may serve me in some menial way. I may even pay you.
I don't. She's actually a little condescending. I don't remember that. Thanks, but no thanks.
You would decline the honor of attending to me without a second thought?
Say whatever you like, if it makes you feel better.
It shall not sway me one way or the other. You look as though you want to say something. Allow me to save you the effort. If you intend to tutor me, I will require you to first prove that time will not be wasted. Show me not just your talent for teaching, but your wisdom, your skill, your mettle, your sense of authority. Of course! I've been struck by my own genius. You may assist me in my research. That ought to provide a chance for you to grasp the extent of how magnificent I am. It will also afford me the time I need to scrutinize your character. It's a plan so perfect that you can't turn it down, huh?
Shh, I have no words for this character right now. I am in disbelief. Holy crap. I didn't realize she was so condescending like that.
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for. Yes, this is mine. Thank you for returning it.
There's Edelgard.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the creator was almost stolen too.
Also
What
quite
are you laughing
unheard
about?
of. What impudence.
You're laughing about. I'll give you something to laugh at, Hubert. You and your face. I showed him, right, guys? Alright.
Yeah. Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. Do you know what's got him so concerned? If
That's
there's
my
a
dad you're
problem,
talking
I wanna
about?
help any way I can.
No.
I did, but he just dodged the question. Still, it's worrying to see him like that.
Leave my dad alone. Where is he anyways? No, just get away from me. Get away from me, Hanneman.
Hi. Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange? Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, that's mine. Thank you so much.
You got it. I know you're like the only kid in this whole school that likes art, because I'm the only person I know that likes art. Well, around me, like living near, around. I know a lot of people outside of. North, okay. Hey, Drea, are you back? Oh God, Sedith.
Ah, Professor. Gerald was looking for you. It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around. I have something to ask of you.
God, Sedith is needy.
Trusting you. You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you. May I ask a favor of you?
Leonie, where did my pops go?
Professor. Oh, Professor. Are you looking for Captain Gerald? I just saw him in the Knight's Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
Here, thanks for that.
Wow, this is great.
Oh, Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a I can't remember where the graveyard is.
I know where the graveyard is. Why is he at the graveyard? Why is my dad at the graveyard? Why? Dad! Citri? Eisner?
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Hmm? Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you. But she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Damn, forgot how heavy, that's heavy.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Yeah, I said it. Bruh. I wonder why he chose now to visit the grave. Yeah, it's crazy. Why did he? He showed me that ring. You can marry people in this game. That's another. That's another thing about Fire Emblem with the relationships. The main character, the avatar, can actually end up marrying, and in some other Fire Emblem games have children, in which you can recruit them to your army. It's a long story. Same thing goes with the other characters. They could have kids and you can recruit them. So depends who you want to like pair with, so to speak.
Nice sword, Chatterbox. I like how it lights up. That's a neat trick. But now that you have it, the church is gonna want to use your power for their own ends. Are you gonna let that happen?
You're too smart for your own good, Hapi.
Glad to hear it.
You gotta think for yourself. You're too good to become one of their stooges. For me? I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty great.
Just gonna talk to a couple more people.
Like
Who the hell is this guy?
Best fighter in Abyss? Balthus, probably. Yuri's definitely the most cunning. Constance is the strongest with magic. The most dangerous of them all, though?
Hapi.
You've heard the rumors, haven't you?
Nope.
What do you know? You're a busy one, aren't you? Always on the road. Being a professor seems like a tough gig. Back when I was first enrolled here, we rarely traveled. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion was about it. This really stirs up the old memories. When I took part, my house lost. May have been my fault. It's hard to believe, but I was pretty rash back then. Hey, think I can join in again this year? Bet you could pull some strings and make it happen, yeah.
That will happen eventually, but not now.
Miklan. I know that guy. In Northern Fargus, he's pretty well known. And not in a good way. The guy does what he pleases. Attacking towns in Margrave Gautier's territory relentlessly. Stealing food and even abducting women. I may be the leader of a bunch of thugs, too. But I'm nothing like that slime bag. Hate's a strong word. It's more that I think I could lead his bandits in a better way. A hero's relic can turn a slimebag like Miklan into a knight. I know you've got one of those shinies yourself, but don't go doing anything reckless.
Yeah, for a Nintendo game, this is... I always keep forgetting this is this is a Nintendo game. I keep forgetting. Like, this is probably like one of their only series that can get dark. Zelda can get dark too, but not like this, where they're talking about stuff like this. I have 3 weeks for that mission, so I'm gonna definitely have to use one of these Sundays to go into some battles and prep up the troops, prep up the students, get some XP. Curious to know how Hapi is doing. Yes, sure. Shit. I hit the B bomb by accident. I did that twice now. Brat. Balthus and Claude, I believe they have a relationship of some sorts. Don't remember what though. I'm trying to stick to students within my house. Because it doesn't really make sense to... Unless I try to recruit them. If my goal is to recruiting outside students, I have to This is one of my only means to increase support. There it is.
Look at us, sitting down and enjoying a meal together. Just like the good old days, eh, Balti?
That's right. Brings me back to the days when you, Holst, and I were inseparable.
They're in the dorm? Oh. Yeah, he is. Felix.
Impressive. Think of it. The sword of the Creator, belonging to the ancient king Nemesis.
That's me.
You have to master it as soon as you can. I can't wait to face off against such a legendary weapon. Join me for some training sometime. I'm interested in your sword technique. I might like to become your student someday.
Oh yeah? I'm trying to recruit some people, you know? You sure this lost item won't persuade you, buddy?
That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
There's Claude. Can't hide from me.
This wasn't the first time I've taken part in an Alliance Roundtable conference, but it was still exhausting. There's not enough cooperation in that group, especially from Lawrence's father. But at least my grandfather was surprisingly alert. Judging by that, I'd say he's got at least 5 more years in him.
Funny how you say 5 years. I have things for... where are they? Where's Lysithia? Oh, there she is. I believe that one item's for her. She likes sweets. So I'm going to go off on a guess and say that's hers.
Is it true that Lady Rhea entrusted the sword of the Creator to you? I can hardly even fathom you being capable of wielding something of such power. Just who are you and...
I'm not a big deal, you know. Just the greatest person ever.
Hey! That's mine! Thank you for finding it!
Yep, had a feeling. That's probably Lawrence. What the hell is Lawrence? Man, everyone thinks I'm some sort of celebrity now. It's crazy. It's because I can use this sword.
How are you managing the sword of the Creator? No problems? I hope you have not left it lying somewhere unattended or anything foolish like that.
Let me go back to the bathroom. I left it in the bathroom!
Not used to it. Take it outside the monastery then. You need to come to grips with it, and quickly.
I'm making this guy shake.
I'm sorry to say, I have no idea to whom this belongs. I'm sorry to...
The hell is countless numbers secret ledger badge of graduation? I'm gonna say I'm just giving some lost items to be. It increases support, so I might as well do it. I don't have it holding around. I remember when I first did this, I would hold like a bunch of the lost items. Someone who cares for horses. I know who that is.
It seems that our next mission is another bandit hunt. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
You know, I don't like this guy because he's so arrogant, but whatever.
Oh, most fine. Thank you for bringing this.
Gotta do the recital. Can't forget this recital. I learned.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo. Get it? Lo.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention.
I learned healing that way. It's crazy.
Right.
I always despised the heat, even as a child. Still, one must be prepared to fight anywhere, no matter conditions. Do you have any advice for enduring the heat? I don't know who this is. Oh, it's fucking Dimitri. I'm pretty bad at that. I'm not gonna lie.
You have helped me so much.
Whoops. The heck? I was supposed to give that to her? No.
So the whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Leonato. What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes?
Shit. It's 146? Holy shit. This game just... oh, you could just have so much fun with this game. God damn.
Would you help me out?
I see. It's all making sense now.
Jeez, it's one for yeah. I'm gonna end it after the next Sunday.
All that studying has paid dividends.
Professor, may I ask you something?
Sleep is a nuisance, but my body forces me to slow down, even though my mind doesn't want to. Do you have any tips for shaking tired feelings away?
Ah, gotcha.
Professor.
Yeah, sure. Change your goals, Constance.
Thanks.
My darkest fear is that I shall be a burden to you, dear Hapi.
Try not to worry about that, okay? Let's both focus on getting this done. See if you can work in the shade, Coco.
This is proof enough that the bond we forged underground has borne fruit.
It's a little dramatic, but you're not wrong.
Free gold.
Now I see the heart of it.
Got a grasp on this.
Dark spikes. Tea. Nice.
It's starting to make sense.
Silence.
It is still far from enough.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Let me go through these supports and then I'm gonna end it.
Well, look who it is. How are you, Chatterbox? Gotten the hang of the whole teaching thing yet?
How you? You know, I'm not used to people giving me nicknames. That's a new one. You give me a nickname and oof.
That makes sense. You certainly strut around here like someone who belongs. You seem like one of those people who blends in. I could see you just about anywhere and think, oh, that person's here. Makes sense. I wasn't paying you some sort of compliment. To me, it doesn't matter whether or not you believe in the goddess. You're here supporting the church, and that makes you no different from the others. I can't stand that. No need to apologize. I just have a rocky history with the church is all. They betrayed me, or at any rate horribly mistreated me. So I'm not a huge fan, but keep that to yourself. When I was little, a lady locked me up and held me captive for a long time. The Knights of Seiros rescued me, promised to protect me. But then they hid me away in Abyss. So all the Knights did was move me from one cage to another. Wouldn't you call that a betrayal? It was all for the greater good. They didn't want to put anyone important in danger. As for me, my life was expendable. That guy Alois was nice to me though, and he told me a bunch of hilarious jokes to cheer me up. I was being sarcastic. Alois wouldn't know a good joke if it landed in his mustache. Anyway, that's why I hate the church. Someday you'll hate them too. They only hired you because they needed a warm body to fill the post. When you're of no use to them, they'll get rid of you without a second thought. Sorry, that sounded more menacing than I intended. I'm just telling you how these people think. They have rules, dogma. They want us all bound to their system so they can control us. I don't do well with that sort of stuff. That's why I ran away from home in the first place. Yeah, ran far, far away. But as far as I ran, it wasn't far enough. I got dragged back into society, chains and all. The kind of world I want doesn't exist. I'm getting too dark for you, aren't I? Forget I said anything. Your future seems bright at least. You can just sit back and enjoy whatever comes your way. I'm just saying, don't rest your entire future on the church. It's not as steady a foundation as it seems. Anyway, that's all. I'll be going now.
It's like, because everyone has different experiences. Some people like the church, some people hate the church, some people think the church can be good, but like it's not the whole be-all end-all. Like that's Claude's view. Happy's view is that she doesn't like the church. Some people like Marianne like love the church. It's all everyone has their perspective. That's why this game is not all. This game is, you can't say it's like good or bad. It's just a bunch of gray. Everyone just has different experiences. That's like the cool thing about it. It's just everyone has you're
Okay, I've decided on the composition. That's right, the composition for my next Wait, Professor? how long have you been standing there? You haven't been watching me, have you? No, I misspoke. Did I say painting? I meant to say, well, I've thought for a while that it might be nice to paint the scenery here. The contours of that tree, set against the stark shapes of the faraway peaks. Of course, I only paint after I've finished my chores. I'd never put my art before my responsibilities.
He's such
my
a...
studies are paramount. I shall always uphold my duties as a student of the Officers' Academy. Whereas art is a hobby of mine, you might say.
That's cool.
Everyone
That's
has
great.
hobbies, right? I'm sure you have one.
It's drawing, actually. Oh god. Horrible answers.
Oh, well, perhaps it's different for you, Professor. But it's perfectly normal for people to have hobbies. Reading, for instance, or fishing, or taking midday naps. For me, it's making art. Hobbies are healthy. They're a good way of relieving stress. You might consider taking up a hobby, Professor. Anything to clear your mind. Think about it. It's much easier to focus if you're feeling refreshed.
You know, I met someone from my old job a long time ago say that he works at that job that I worked at. Well, that was his... He titled it his fun job. Retail. He had a main job in the morning, but at night he would work stocking dairy products, and he's like, this is my fun job. I'm like... What? Okay. But he was cool about it. He was a sarcastic guy. He was older.
There isn't a rule against hobbies, is there?
But you didn't... that's what I'm thinking. Like, you didn't have any hobbies or anything
I
like
shall
that?
never again put brush to canvas.
I would definitely not. Like... I don't know. How would you call working at a grocery store? Stock... I mean, it could... I don't know. Everyone's views are different. I'm not gonna judge it. It's just weird. Kind of, for me anyways. At the time. Because I used to work. That was my main job. Besides going to school. Ain't as much as you'd want.
Really? It's okay for me to paint? Well, I mean, if you're sure. But really, it's nothing more than a little diversion. A frivolous pastime. I think I ought to go back to my quarters now.
Own up
if it's
to
all
it.
The same to you.
What? I have supports. Dorothea with who? Manuela?
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories.
Oh, they're from the same opera house, if I recall.
Somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
No, you're pretty.
Oh, honey,
no,
if that's
you're
the case,
pretty.
I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
Yep,
That's
I knew this is where it's
very
going.
nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been dying to know, how did you come to be enrolled here? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh, oh my.
Wow.
I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling this year.
Oh, here we go.
With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet. Ah, it's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
Okay. That's a lot of people. Holy crap. I believe I cannot do anything. Yep, Edelgard and Dimitri are not here because they're the house leaders. Wait a minute. Oh, and their retainers aren't here either. What do you call them, retainers? I guess they're right-hand man. Whatever. Hubert and Dedu. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. It's already 1:30. It's already 2 o'clock.